So the last monthly Chicken Salt Baes episode was in the pursuit of the Stone of Golor for Laerel Silverhand. The Baes were sent to a tower, or they did a few things, but eventually they were sent to a magical tower. And as they went up that magical tower, they discerned the runes to disable this magical device that was kind of creating a zone of anti-magic properties within. And sorry, it was creating a magical property. When they disabled the device, it created the zone of anti-magic, and that then allowed these Drow to become visible, who were invisible in the room, in possession of the stone. And they were observing, who are these people who have come to this place? Why do they know about it? And then they did the runner. So when they did the runner, most of the Baes tackled down these two Drow on the wooden balcony outside the tower. One of them got away, and Antara, in her sporty sorceryness, ran after them across the rooftops and followed them to one of the dock areas called Mistshore. And in the Mistshore, Antara was kind of biding her time, waiting to see what was going to happen. And a giant mechanical dragon turtle appeared out of the bay. And the Drow jumped on top of this, but at the same time dropped the Stone of Golor into the water. Dragon turtle went under the surface of the water and disappeared, and Antara jumped in an attempt to find the Stone of Golor, trying to shocking grasp fish to create a light source, which was actually worked, but not in the way that Antara thought it was going to work. And
science.
And now Antara has attuned to this artifact, the Stone of Golor, the god, as it says, in pursuit of knowledge, and also has sway over Antara, as you found out very quickly, with the number of people making fun of its name, and it getting you to cut your hand with a knife, to prove that you may not be in as much control as you potentially think you are. That's where the monthly CSB episodes finished off, and after that we walked into our one shot with Indigi Nerds launch night, which was a follow-up on the Zentarum. Istrid and Erstal, who were the assassin and the Zentarum agent that were safe housing, I guess, in Trollskull Manor. We might say that, safe housing. And the Chicken Salt Baes went off on a little side mission out to these farmland swamp area outside of Waterdeep, where a number of safe houses for the Zentarum are, and met some interesting characters there. Nan Rose and some very unique children, but ultimately had to make a decision about whether to maintain balance on the spiritual, shall we say, initial resident of this land, of that land out there, or to quell the spirit's vengeance. Morn made that choice.
You just like putting Morn in those moral dilemmas, don't you?
Yeah, I do really enjoy it. And
Terrible.
Morn made that choice as they Morn landed the killing blow on this creature, potentially forever shifting the balance in that region away from the original inhabitants to the settlers, I guess you would call them now, the people who live in the village, but they live with a bit of a symbiosis with that creature. And we're gifted, obviously completing the task of ensuring that the Zentarum safe houses were safe again to be used, but also getting a gift of a magical tattoo needle from Nan Rose. So Morn has that as well. Back at Trollskull Manor now, we find ourselves here with most of the Chicken Salt Baes. In fact, Zowla has been approached in the interim by Vincent Trench. Good old Vincent Trench, the investigative PI, maybe you'd say, who owns an office in the same area as Trollskull Manor, and Zowla asked Vincent to find information on Latarelle and the item that Latarelle has. Vincent has come back and said that he has some leads that he would like to follow up with Zowler. And at the moment, Zowler is off with Vincent, trying to follow up on where is Latarelle and investigating that part of her story. That leaves Antara, Morn, and Shoelace back at Troll Skull Manor with 2 Drow tied up, beaten up, in the corner of the room with the Stone of Galore on Antara's in Antara's possession, and a few kind of loose ends, I guess you'd say. So Salt Baes. That's where we're at after 2 months.
Gosh.
Wow. Okay.
What would you like to do?
Oh gosh, I think I need a cuppa after all that.
Maybe some
True,
chips.
yeah.
Maybe
What
a
are you all
beer.
feeling? Do we need to get some food based? We need some
I think
chippies.
we need to.
Probably.
Do we know what the stone does? Or
You do know what the stone does. There was a very lengthy kind of discussion back and forward between Ray and the Stone of Galore, and subsequently the Baes and Ray. But because the stone can't hear you all, but Ray can communicate that telepathically through to the stone. The stone is in search of knowledge, all types of knowledge. And the last piece of knowledge that was offered to it was the recipe on how to make the best chicken salt chips in Waterdeep, of which it had no idea what a chicken salt chip was. So to that it was appeased. Prior to that, though, it considers itself to be a god of vast knowledge and a hunger for knowledge.
Yeah, cool. Do we want to interrogate the Drows?
Oh,
We have them. We have them
we
here.
have them.
We may as well
Yeah, we
use
may-
them.
We might as
we may
well
as
just.
well ask them some questions. Yeah, yeah.
At the very least, they may have knowledge that the stone wants, or that the
Yeah.
stone is into.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yep. All right, let's go down.
Okay.
Morn will just try to intimidate them behind Shoelace and Tara.
Okay, make an intimidation check for me, Morn.
Staring them down. $15.
All right, 15. Okay, all right. And we'll assume, just for the sake here, that you bring them up out of the cellar, throw them into the corner of the tavern, over in that corner that you can see on the map, and we'll kind of go with Morn standing there. He's intimidatingly staring at them as Shoelace and Antara decide to enter into a conversation with these 2 Drow.
I'm just going to whisper to Shoelace and go, what do we want to know?
I just want to lie to them. That's it. I just want to deceive them. That's my goal.
I'll do that too.
Okay. Wink.
You know they can see us, right?
You saw nothing. I'm doing these ones.
What are you looking at? Hmm? Hmm?
Hey, Drow. So, did you know that I was the smartest kid at sorcerer school?
Both of the Drow just stare at you. They just look at you. They don't. You're not even sure if they understood what you said just now.
Okay. I'm just looking at Shoelace going,
All right, I'm gonna collect myself. I'm just gonna look at him, be like, "Who's your mob? Where you from?"
Make persuasively or intimidatingly.
Let me see what my better stat is. Let's go persuasion. Oh, they're both charisma.
Okay, all right. Ooh. Natural 1 to start off with the shoelace. 2022 off to a flying start. They look at each other. And they look back at you. And they just smile.
Damn it. Not much I can do about that. I goofed up.
Do you want me to try to scare them?
I don't know what we should do.
Hey, Mon. What should we do with them?
They're not threatened by us at all.
How about this? Just tell me what you want them to tell us, and I will make them tell us.
Okay. Well,
What do we? Yeah. What information can they give?
we kind of want to know what they want, right? We want to know what they're doing, like here. What, like, and do we want to know, like, if they have any links to? Well, we know that they have links to the stone. So, like, you know, what they want with the stone, or like who they work for. Maybe
the stone knows.
True.
But ask the stone.
Ask the stone, yeah.
Can I ask the stone? How do I do that again? Just ask the stone.
You just talk to the stone. You do have. You do.
Hey, Stone. It's me again.
Hello.
Not on
How are you?
remember. You do have. You do have 3 uses per day. So remember that you cast Legend Lore to talk to it. Basically, you can it'll talk to you 3 times per day, recharging 1d3 every day. Basically, and yes, and then it'll share knowledge with you. Yeah.
What? Right. So maybe we want to save.
Maybe we want to ask the stone what we should be asking the Drow. I don't think that's unreasonable, actually.
Yeah, I mean, you got it's like basically like 3 questions a day.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, Stone of Galore, what should we be asking the Drow?
There are no questions that can be asked of the Drow that cannot be answered in other ways.
Okay. Well, there goes
Drow
one question.
Are notoriously deceptive.
They're gonna lie to us.
What's my plan?
Well, yeah.
I don't think they're useful to us. I don't think we should. Maybe we should set them free.
I don't think we should set them free. Even though they're not useful to us, they're useful to our enemies, maybe.
Oh, okay. All right, let's contact our enemies and be like, do you want some Drow?
Yes, hello?
$3 billion!
Where did we pick them up from again?
You picked them up from the tower. They had the Stone of Galore in their possession.
Mm.
That's right.
Yeah.
They were invisible in the tower.
They're not going to tell us anything, though.
I feel like the main thing we want to know is who they're working for, like, or either that or why they want the stone. Can I just Can I try and ask them why they?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be like, let's be real. Let's
let's
be real. Let's calm down.
Let's act like adults.
We
go
could be
down-
on the same side.
Go down there with some hot chips and eat them like just out of reach.
No, I'm trying the good guy. I'm trying to be the good guy at the moment. I'm here for you. I'm here to help you.
Oh,
You want to get out of here?
Shoelace, let's do good cop, bad cop.
Okay, yeah. Yep.
Okay. You go
We've got
first.
some delicious chippies upstairs or over in that other corner. We are very lovely hostesses and hostesses. I don't know what the other one is. And look, we just want to help you. We just want to get rid of you from our corner because it's not nice having bloody people in our corner. We just need to know, like, what did you want the stone for?
Just let us go then. Just let us go.
Oh,
If you don't need us, you have the stone. Let us go.
nah, not.
That's it. So you hear Morn's heavy footsteps coming down.
Ooh.
Just locked on each of them. First I'll just I'll try and lightly slap him, but I don't know my own strength. It's like
So you walk up and you walk up to them and boosh, boosh, and just slap them harder than you expected, but it doesn't faze them. So you slap this one in the green hood and the head just whips to the side. And as it comes back, they spit the blood at your feet and stare straight back at you.
Okay.
Smile on their face.
Damn it, they're really strong. Unnerving. Damn it.
I'll pick each of them up by the collars and be like, okay, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. You're going to tell us who you work for, why you're here, or I don't know, just
Every way that you can do to any way that you can do to us is the easy way compared to what we'll get if we talk. You have no idea who you're dealing with.
Well, we're learning.
Yeah, it's disgraceful.
Need to be
Okay.
mean.
Well, yeah, like, don't you want to be happy though? It sounds like you're working for someone that's real mean, and you could like chill out here and like just eat some chippies and have some tea and.
Waste of a life.
What about like freedom? Could go play like canasta on the weekends and drink gin by the
Clearly-
seaside.
Clearly, you were never raised in a Drow society. Freedom.
No.
I am already free.
Ah, it doesn't sound like that, bro. I'm not getting free vibes. I'm getting trapped and like colonized vibes.
Mm. You don't have to live like this.
I choose to live like this.
Do you choose?
It is a privilege to be of service.
Oh,
Mm.
what do you get out of it?
Freedom.
Okay. Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Freedom.
so maybe
I don't think
we
we're going to
do-
get anything out of these guys.
I think we let them stew. I think we like starve them for a little bit, let them pee their pants, and just let them stay there for a bit. We'll
I'll
come back.
tie them back up just
Yeah,
a
yeah.
little tighter than before.
Okay. All right.
There's no harm in just leaving them there.
you
No
tie
harm
them
to
back
us
up.
anyway.
Yeah, you tie them back up, put them back down in the cellar, let them stew for a little bit. This is your first time that you've ever met not met, I would say, definitely not seen, but you've seen Drow before walking around, but you've never had the pleasure of having a conversation with what appear to be two Drow warriors who are very confident, maybe overconfident in your opinion, but definitely confident in their skills and their station and the people that they are working with. It's not unnerving, but it's frustrating in a way because they just don't seem to fear you at all compared to you know what would potentially lie beyond your power and with the people that they work for.
So they don't fear us; they fear something, though. Something.
They would fear something for sure. There's no doubt.
I guess
people
the
they work with.
consequences. Probably the
Mm.
consequences if they were to betray their slave owners.
And Tara's probably going to feel bad for them being down there without any food or anything.
Are you okay with it? I will help you through this, Antara.
She's probably going to want to sneak down there and
I will watch you. That's fine. I will keep
And
you.
and leave them like a little plate of chippies or something, just so that they're not gonna.
Okay.
They must starve.
Like
We need
later
to
on, maybe?
starve
Like
them.
later on, or like right now?
Later on. I'm just
Okay.
letting you know. Just letting you know that's a very real possibility. Because
Antara, we must break
Having
their
someone-
spirits.
having someone starving in the basement just feels bad. So
Just a little starve. A little
Just a little,
starve
just
never
a
hurt
little.
anyone. We'll check on them
Not okay
later.
with that.
We'll check on them later.
All right.
So
Okay.
So do we need to use the stone in this case, or what do we reckon? If
No,
they're
we
going
don't
to
need to
give
use
us
stone, do we?
nothing.
We should use it for something.
Well, we've already asked it a question one though.
Oh
once.
right, yeah.
Okay, so maybe we should give it some knowledge. Maybe we should give it something.
Yeah. Yeah. What will we give it?
That lacked recipes.
Yeah. Do you have any recipes?
Onion sandwich?
Yeah. All right. Hey, Stone of Galore, would you like to know a recipe for an onion sandwich?
There's no response.
Oh, I think it's sleeping. Okay. Doesn't want to know that.
Okay.
Well, fine then.
It's all right.
Good
I might
feed.
go. I might go
Feed.
for a walk.
Should we? So maybe we should go back to where Antara saw.
Oh, the stone.
The turtle thing.
Why? What's there?
Just thinking, it obviously took it somewhere. Maybe they have a base out there.
Ah.
Ooh, do we try and get the hideaway location from house?
I
said try.
Weren't they going to
Or-
the island?
The island.
Yeah, the island, the mechanical island place. Hang on, I've got it written down in my book.
Oh,
Do.
Gondor?
Gondor. Lanternese.
Wait, is that Lord of the Rings?
No, you're
Let-
thinking. I think you're thinking of the Temple of Gond.
The Temple
is
of
where
Gond
the-
and the lantern,
Which-
the gnomes from the Lanternese gnomes.
Lantern Island. Yeah, they all come
That's
from Lantern Island.
That's correct.
Yeah.
But that's quite far away, Lantern Island. It's not close.
Alright. Fine.
And you would know this. Where you're at right now is you've obviously been told to go and find the stone by Layrel. And remember, it was from that person in the theatre company.
Oh yeah.
That was like the contact that you last spoke to. That pointed you towards Fenris in the jail cell, right? So
Yes.
that's how you went there, and then it was the head police officer, so to speak, tricked Fenris into giving up the location of the stone. That's how you got to the Stone of Galore, and that's these Drow have now obviously a part of that as well. Everyone's after this Stone of Galore. When you spoke to the Stone of Galore initially, when you picked it up, And the questions that you asked were, why is everyone after you? And it said it's because it knows the location of the Vault of Dragons.
Right.
Dragons.
Dragons.
Should we go? Should we go?
Go for
try
the
to find the
vault?
Vault of Dragons?
I mean,
I feel like the lady will be mad.
Or should we go back to the theater?
I also don't like the lady.
But yeah, so you have the lady. That's like, you know, you have Layrell, who's your like kind of uncompleted task. You don't have a question mark over that mission yet. You still got an exclamation mark. And and you've got but you've got the stone which knows the location of the Vault of Dragons, but you haven't asked it yet. So everyone wants this stone because of its access, what it gives.
or maybe,
Well, look, we should probably ask it
yeah.
where the Vault of Dragons is, at least, so that we know where it is.
We'll
and
go
then
up, and Tara, you can make us a cuppa.
Okay. All right. We'll go upstairs.
to
We'll
the
make a
stone.
copper. And excuse me, Stone of Galore, but we're wondering where the Vault of Dragons is.
And Stone of Galore responds to you and says, Vault of Dragons is hidden under the old windmill, but you need 3 keys to access.
Ooh.
Oh, should I use our last question of the day to ask where the keys are?
Okay,
Okay.
Well,
we should think about this.
yes. And while we're doing that, I want to try and befriend the cockatoo, because I got the vibe it didn't like me before.
Billy?
So now I'm like, look. I'm
Billy the
here to go.
Cockatoo. Okay, all right. Yeah, Billy the Cockatoo. How are you going to befriend Billy the Cockatoo?
I'll try and do like the fanciest because I know it likes chicken chips, right? So
Mhm.
I'll try and do the most gourmet chicken chips I can to try and appease this bird.
Okay, all right. Make a
Chef?
Yeah.
Ron?
yeah. Well, there is a way to do cooking utensils in the game, a cooking utensils check, but you don't have cooking utensils check. So cooking utensils. I want you to make a survival check with disadvantage because you don't know how to cook.
Savage.
Damn.
There is an
Amazing.
animal handling check as well.
What have you done?
Where's your? I didn't see it. Where is it?
That's amazing.
Oh, it's good.
He's just cooked the best chicken chips that have
Oh,
ever
you've done it.
existed.
You've done it in game. You've done it in game. It's
Yeah.
a 9 because it's with disadvantage.
Ah.
It's not bad.
Ah.
It's not bad. And Billy accepts this gift of chicken salt chip, but doesn't have quite the impact that you were hoping it would have. And Billy still has a little bit of a like when Billy takes it from your hand, it's not gentle. There's a little bit of that like kind of biting you a bit on the finger before it gets to the chip. You know what I mean?
That's
Like
okay.
it's not.
That's okay.
It's not really.
It's a first step.
Yeah,
I'm
first
familiar.
step. First step.
Yeah.
Okay. Were you asking the stone anything else, or were you strategizing about what you were going to do?
So we could ask the keys, like where the keys are.
Mhm.
That is a bad question.
Yeah.
We could.
I can't believe we
ask-
waited this long to ask where the dragons are. The Vault of Dragons. We're like, what can the stone possibly know that we need to know? It's like, why does everyone else want the stone? Like, let's think about this for a second. Poor Ben. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's my job. Keep it on track.
And it's just treasure, right? Do we
Yeah,
know?
it's gold. Well,
Yeah.
dragons are gold. And if it's not, if it's real dragons, then that's cool too.
Yeah. So if you remember that, well, you don't. Actually, I don't think you've ever actually investigated what the Vault of Dragons is actually about. you've all kind of been on this, I guess in a way, kind of like a goose chase, but you weren't really sure what you were chasing after. It was just sort of breadcrumbs along the way. So you haven't really gone in depth into what is it about this Vault of Dragons, other than the fact that it's a vault of gold, which in itself makes it, an alluring sort of like thing. But why is it hidden? Why doesn't anyone know where it is? Why is there these interesting ways of accessing it? What does this stone have to do with it? There's a whole bunch of stuff that is kind of, you've just kind of been forced into each one of these situations. You haven't actually been given much information as to why. In that sense, make an insight check, all of you.
Okay.
Got this,
Insight
fam.
check.
Yes.
Where are we doing this? Are we doing this and beyond?
You do it wherever you want to do it, Ray.
I'm just like, I've got so many tabs open right now.
Yeah, if you do it in that's fine. That's fine.
As long as you do it, he's saying. Yep. Just hurry up and do it.
Just do the thing.
Well, if you've got
insight check, where am I?
Insight,
hey, you don't want me.
No.
Whoa.
You don't want me.
Oh.
How? No.
That doesn't exist. What?
How is that?
-1.
It definitely exists in Roll20. I've seen it many times in Roll20, double natural ones. Of course, there's a chance it can always happen, but yeah. Okay, and Tara, you're just going with the flow. That's very Antara. Just going with the flow. Morn and
dense.
Yeah, a little bit. Just happy to just do what needs to be done. Yeah. Go with the flow.
Yeah. You tell me what to do.
Shoelace and Morn, you starting to get the sense that you're being pushed into a path that you don't actually you don't have any control over, and you don't have any knowledge about what's going on, but you are being thrust into this story. There's a story here, and you've just been propelled into it without any actual agency. And that's what you feel like's happening. This Drow, especially now, are creating that for you. Who are they? Why are we being asked to do something, and they're now involved, and there's something greater going on here that you're just not sure of. But
I felt
at the center of it all is this Vault of Dragons.
I feel like the lady put us into that, right? Like she was just like, you have to go do this task for me, even though we didn't owe her shit. Like, and now we have to like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I say we ditch the lady though.
Ditch the, yeah.
And we just investigate it. I don't know if that'll have bad consequences. Maybe we can be on the Drow side.
Ooh. Make more friends.
Although they seem
Are
very... They're
a
bit cool.
Look, I don't know if they'd want to be friends with us.
Yeah, no, that's probably...
They kind of have their own thing going on. I don't think they're open to new people.
Do we just want to try and figure out the dragons for ourselves and just go see what's going on? Okay.
Let's find where the keys are.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so are we...
All right. I'm going to ask the stone where the keys are. Okay? All right. Excuse me, Stone of Galore. Where can we find the keys that we need for the windmill thing, for the stuff?
3 keys are needed. First key is an Adamantite bar. The second key is the severed hand of a drow.
Oh.
The third key is a gift from a queen.
Oh. We need a gift from a queen.
We need to cut one of their hands.
Where's Zowla? Zowla, give us a gift.
That's 100.
Do we know any queens? We need to like get on their Christmas list.
That lady isn't a queen. Lady, like a queen.
Layrel, make a history check for me.
See if
Yeah.
I have any
Well-
history.
It's terrible.
Let's think about it.
History also terrible, probably.
Ooh.
Not smart, okay?
These rolls are on fire. Let's kick off the year. Woof.
Very 2022 vibes.
Yeah, very much, very much so.
Stop! Stop! I
There,
can't.
in regards to knowing a queen, the only thing that you know that is close to a queen would be the Open Lords of Waterdeep and Lord Dagult Neverember. So, Open Lord of Waterdeep, Layrel is one, and you could. The only other person who even fits the bill of like royalty or a lord would be Renea, who you saved
Yeah.
on the quest for Volo, right? So Renea Neverember is the son of Lord Dagult Neverember, who is the top dog, so to speak.
He got a
That's
mum.
about as close to royalty as you would get. The two characters that you have met in the game.
Are there any drag clubs around?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Great. Let's go clubbing.
It's banned.
Before we leave, I'm gonna go back down to
Our friend.
our friends.
Just tell them that if they let us take one of their hands, we'll let them go or something. No, that's a bad idea.
We don't have to barter
This
with
is
them.
a bad idea.
No,
I know.
no.
We trapped them. They're under our
I feel
control.
awful about this. I'm gonna go for a quick run while you guys do this.
Go soothe your soul. We'll take care of it.
Okay.
I just put my shoes on. I'll be back in a second, guys. I can't deal with this right now. So, got my headphones in. I'm just going for a run.
Headphones.
I'm going for a run.
Okay.
Going for a run.
I'm just picturing like Adidas for Dragonborn. Like how's that gonna work? You know what I mean? Like these lace-up shoes for dragon.
And like the stripes at the side that have like scales on them.
Buttons.
Yeah, like
They'd be sick.
It flows into
The jacket and everything. I want this.
Getting ready.
Why are you making me want clothes that don't exist yet? Not
We'll make them. We'll
For
make
a
them exist.
species that is not your species.
I'm just gonna Google dragon Adidas.
So Antara goes for a run around the block, not being able to process what's about to happen for herself, and knowing that it's going to be a task that she's not going to enjoy and doesn't want to be anywhere near it. Shoelace and Morn, you head down to the cellar.
I'm just like hee 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 hee.
I'll
Evil laugh.
do I get a sense of if one of them pissed me off more than the other? Or?
Definitely the one in the green hood is the one who's seems to be doing most of the talking. The other one less so.
Oh, I'm going after him.
Okay, wait, Morn, before you do that, which is totally fine. Not
I'm
against
standing there with my axe, and then Shoelace is like, wait.
Just 1 second. 1 minute, please. Would it be wise to approach them and I'm like huddled now. We're like in. Should we give them like an ultimatum? Whoever gives us information gets to keep their hand.
Interesting. How very Squid Games of you. And I don't even know what the show is.
I don't know either.
Sure. Let's. I'll follow your lead.
Okay.
Shoelace. All I know is we're coming out of this basement with one of their hands.
Yes, we will. I promise you, sir. We've got a hand. Do it if you like. Okay, I turn my attention to the Drow. Like, hi guys.
They're just sweating.
Nah, they're too cool. They're like year niners.
They
just
are.
like,
They're very
"What?"
cool. Very confident.
So it's come to our attention that we actually need a Drow hand, and I know that you are both in possession of 2 of them, each. So
I'm just like sharpening my axe.
that's great. So the situation that we're in is we need to decide which one of you is giving us your hand, or which hand we're taking. But we want to give you an opportunity to save limbs and your phalanges. Do you have information for either of you?
They just both stare straight at you.
Okay. We're both willing to lose your hands today.
I take your silence as written approval. Well, the pun intended. Sort of.
They don't talk to you. They just stare at you. There's
Okay.
no information that they're willing to give up at this point.
Okay. You guys want to do? You guys think you're cool? Want to impress your friends? We'll see how far that takes you. And I put a little wooden table under the green hoodie guy's hand.
Do you untie him to get his hands out?
It's brutal. This is awful.
I do.
That sounds like a bad idea.
Enough to just loosen one of his hands.
Okay.
Okay, I'm like highly alert now.
Pull
Okay.
up a chair.
He places his arm on the table for you.
Oh,
He don't give a shit.
ooh,
He's been
That's
trained
rough.
for this.
that's rough. That's oh.
Morn, this isn't even a modem for Morn. He's been on this earth for too long.
Seen too much.
He's seen too much. He's been through the last 2.5 years for
Yeah.
200, 300, 400 years.
I lived through COVID. Do you know what the...
Late stage capitalism, climate change, all of it.
All of it.
Okay.
And with that, I'll pull out my great axe and lop off his hand.
Just take the great axe out. He's got the hand there. You don't even have to hold it. And he just looks at you. And as you get the axe out, he just says, "What's taking you so long?" And you swing the axe out of
I'm
rage.
intimidated.
And you just whoosh straight through the table. It disintegrates the table and chops off his hand in the middle of the forearm. And you see he winces ever so slightly and then just sits back down.
Oh.
You're a proud little one, aren't you? I'll pick up his hand. I'll don't know what to.
Yeah, let's just leave. I'm getting
Yeah.
scared of them.
I'll,
I'm more scared now than I was when they
You're
had hair.
scared of them. We've got them tied up in our basement. We're chopping their limbs off, and you're scared of them.
take his hand. He's bleeding out. We'll go back upstairs.
As you walk up the stairs, just like you're
Justice
holding
and
this
power.
hand, like just blood's just like dripping out of the bottom of it, and it's like, it's for you especially, Morn. It matters not for you, Shoelace. It's a little bit of a gruesome sight just seeing Morn basically just casually walking up the stairs, great axe over the shoulder, half a forearm and a hand dripping, and Morn just throws it onto a table upstairs, sits down, goes and gets a beer, an ale, sits down, takes a big drink of it, and just says, "Next key."
Can I what do they call it when they cauterize?
Cauterize it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, how are you going to cauterize it?
got like a stove or something?
You do have a stove. You can definitely go and cauterize it on the stove.
Is there actually? Do we have a fireplace?
You do have a fireplace.
Is there like a
Like a
iron?
poker.
Yeah, there is
like
an
a-
iron. Correct.
I'll heat
You want
that
to
up
do that?
and-
You put the iron in the fireplace, and then you pull it out when it's red hot, and you like just roll it over the end of the stump of the forearm there, and just cauterize that up to stop the
yeah.
blood from dripping out. Yeah,
I'm
it's-
so
it's-
sorry.
it's
You,
pretty
you're
gross,
looking
Morn, but
pale
yeah,
there,
good job.
Ray.
It stops dripping.
This is horrifying. We're murderers.
And then after that,
No.
I'll just be like, "Oh shit, you bloodied my axe up," and go
They're
and
the
clean
bad
my
guys.
axe.
We're the good
We are the bad guys right now.
No, we're the
the
good
bad
guys.
guys right now. We got people tied up in our basement. We're chopping their limbs off.
The bad people. The bad guys.
All right. Are you
This
waiting
is
for
our duty.
Are you waiting for Antara to come back?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
Antara, you go for a run. You're
All
out
right.
for about 30 minutes, I'd say. You turn
Mhm.
around. It's a nice day out in Waterdeep. It's middle of the morning now because you'd had your rest overnight. Middle of the morning, and you know it's just a nice day. People are out. As you're running along, you think to yourself that none of these people have any idea about what's going on in the city. They're just going about their life, doing their thing, and you know there are things at play here that confuse you. You're going with the flow. You feel safe with the bays, but there's just something going on that you don't really make much sense of. Make a perception check for me, please.
This will not go well. Perception for Antara involves. And where are we? Perception.
Hey, you come running back
Oh.
in to the Troll Skull Manor, and you look over and you see Morn sitting there with a cauterized hand on the table.
Key number 1, Antara. This is right.
Okay, yeah. Do we have like a bag or something we can put it in? Like,
Like a
somewhere to
vase.
keep it.
Okay.
No, I don't.
A decorative
No.
vase.
or just like
some
a
water in it.
jar or something. We just put it in like a jar and put it in a bag and like, are they okay down there?
Oh, they're fine.
They're
They're like
fine.
better than they were with the hand.
I'm just gonna stick
Coward.
my head in the door to downstairs and just go, sorry.
No, they hate you.
No response.
Okay. All right. Well, that's one of the keys.
Yay!
Next.
I high five the hand.
Yay!
Oh. And while I was out running, I discovered that when you Google Dragon Adidas, that the Adidas originals, like the very first styles, were called dragons. So there you go.
Oh.
Bit of trivia for you there. Bit
That's
of
pretty
Adidas
crazy.
trivia.
That's pretty crazy.
That's what I thought too.
Awesome. That's hectic.
Adidas, if you're watching.
Adidas. Hook us up with some dragons.
sponsor Antara. Thank you.
There's something in that, right? Like some OG theme going on there.
100%.
Yeah, for sure.
100%.
For sure.
All right.
All right.
One key down. 2 keys to get.
Yes.
Okay.
So what was the first one again?
Adamantite
Write it down.
bar.
Adam.
What?
And is that like an element?
Adamantite. Yeah, it's a very
Adamantite.
expensive piece of metal.
Oh.
Adamantite. Oh, let's go see the blacksmith and see where we can find some.
Oh. Okay. Still.
All right.
All right.
All right.
So you walk out of the Troll Skull Manor and you head out the back to the Steam and Steel, which is Embrick and
That's it.
Arvi are there, who are the
Oh, yeah.
genocide, the water and fire
And I'll-
genocide that work this.
I'll pull up my sleeves and be like,
And
I've
then
still
as
got
you
the-
walk in, they're like, "Oh, Morn, it's good to see you again. Oh, I see you've got some new ink there as well. Just make sure it doesn't overlap the decals that we provided you. We do have an arrangement for that, if you remember."
I look down at the decal and just like wipe away the blood. There you go.
What can I do for you today? Says Embrick. And Arby's not really there at the moment, just Embrick at the moment. They haven't started working the smith yet at this time in the morning.
We want to know where we can get a bar made out of, like, this super special metal. What's it called again? Shoelace?
Adamantite.
Adamantinite?
Oh, adamantite.
Adamantite. Yeah.
Adamantite. Well, yes. I mean, this is a very precious and rare metal used to make some of the most strongest and often as a base for magical armaments.
Ooh, that's cool.
We do have this, but it is not cheap, friends.
How
It
much?
is not cheap.
much?
1,000 gold pieces.
Oh,
bar.
okay. Well,
That.
I don't have 1,000 gold, but I do have a crushed mechanical magpie and 500 gold.
This is something that's going to be very. It is definitely 1,000 gold pieces. It is very hard to acquire. It is very rare.
I'm sorry, doesn't this decal...
That is the
give us
discounted
some
rate,
sort of-
Morn.
Oh, that's the
That's
discounted
the
rate.
discount.
Do you know how we could make some gold?
We've lost Morn.
Oh,
He's back.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
Hang on a second, Morn. I gotta swap everyone around now.
Oh, Morn, you're mean.
My God.
There you go. I
Sorry,
fixed
guys.
it. I
I'm
fixed it.
sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. Well, you can make some gold in many ways in Waterdeep, Antara. There are many, many ways to make gold. But you will have to offer your services for something, I guess.
Okay.
Chips.
Do you
like
need me
chips?
to do anything for gold?
I do not have any jobs for gold. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We'll go find some jobs for gold.
Yes, if you do find yourself in the possession of enough gold, then I will keep this bar for you
Okay.
as dear friends and sponsors. But it is very, very rare. So come back to me when you are able to purchase.
Oh,
We
how
got you.
much is platinum worth, like, in relationship to gold?
Platinum is. Oh yeah, now you're really testing my memory here. Give me a
Ooh.
second. Give me a second.
Because I have 10 platinum.
Probably enough.
I have 12.
I don't know if I have any.
So that's a copper. 10 copper makes a silver. You know what? I'm just gonna look it up. And it's terrible. That's something I should remember. It's one of those things that you should always remember. I'm pretty sure
wow.
platinum
How
is
dare
10
you.
gold. Think.
Isn't it on... Shout out to...
Oh, cute.
It is on there.
Platinum is... Reapers?
There's a whole thing.
Copper, silver, gold. Platinum is 10 gold pieces.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
How many did you say you had?
I have 10 platinum.
I have
Oh,
12.
okay. You have 12.
So 10 platinum is 100 gold.
Okay. So then I have 600. I have the equivalent of 600 gold.
Okay. What does everyone else have?
Has another 120.
All right.
So it's
I also have a
720.
painting.
You have 120 more.
Yep.
Okay.
I have silver bars. I have 3 bars.
How much were the silver bars? I think they were 25 gold each.
Mine says 50 gold each. In brackets.
Oh, 50 gold each. So that's 150 gold worth. You're up to 870 gold.
Oh.
Did we still
And I have a painting. I still
paintings?
have a
Yeah,
painting.
yeah.
No,
I have
painting.
a painting.
The paintings were 250 each, were they?
Hey, I don't know, but we've got to. Who do we sell them to?
Hang on, I'm going to go back and check how much. Well, yeah, you might get a discounted rate at the market for a quick sale.
Yeah. Yeah, if we don't end up intimidating whoever wants to buy the art again.
Yeah.
Went poorly last time.
Why am I?
I'm having a look here. Just give me 2 seconds. The secret room. Blah, 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 blah. The trade bars worth 50 gold each. 75 gold each for a painting. So for a quick sale, I'll give you 50 gold. You're up to 920 gold pieces.
That with the 3 paintings.
That's with 3 paintings or 1 painting?
I've got one, but
I'm
Morn's got one and Carly's got one as well.
That's
enough.
That's
has got one.
If you drop all your gold, your silver bars, and your paintings, you'll have enough for this Adamantite bar.
Should we do it?
I think so. I've still got
Let's
a
do
little
it.
bit. I've still got 24 silver pieces. If we
Yeah,
need, like,
I've got 16 silver pieces.
soda.
All right,
I've got 80.
let's do it.
silvers.
Okay.
Okay.
All right,
So you head down the
all
market.
right, that's it.
You pawn off all of the items that you've got. You get discounted rate to move them quick. You come back to Embrick and you go, "I've got 1,000 gold now, Embrick." And Embrick's like, "Well, that was very quick." Oh,
Yeah, we
let
sold
me just
all
get
that
that for
stuff.
you. Just I'll be back in a few minutes. And he comes back. It takes him about 10 or 15 minutes to come back. But he comes back and he hands you this very small bar of heavy metal, but it has this luminosity to it.
Ooh.
It is very, very pretty metal to look at. It is very dense. As you go to hold it, and Tara, you're able to hold it easily enough, and Morn, but Shoelace, you can't. It's like, the weight is just, and you just, to look at it, you wouldn't expect it to be like that.
Amazing.
But that is the second key.
I
But
smashed
the
it.
second key. So how do you spell what it's called again?
I'll add it. I'll add it into your
You're gonna add it to my beyond. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, now we just need a queen.
We need a gift from a queen.
What if we find a bee? Queen bee. And then it gives us like a little kiss.
Oh, we're gonna find a drag club. Remember?
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's
Yeah.
give it a go.
Yeah. Who should we ask? Should we ask the blacksmith?
The blacksmith? Sure.
Hey, by the way, any good drag clubs? Yeah.
Any what?
Like drag queens putting on shows and stuff.
Yeah, where's the
wanna go.
closest drag queen?
Oh, closest drag queen. Oh, I mean, you would need to probably go down to the dock ward at night, I would say, for a location or something like that.
That sounds cool.
And you'd be able to find some. You'd be able to ask around.
All right, let's do that tonight. What time is it now?
It's probably just before lunch. You have time to do something
Got
else.
ages. All right.
Ooh.
I just want to deliberate with the team for a moment. How will we know that the dragon place will accept our version of a queen's gift?
I don't know.
Maybe we
Well,
can
Might
get it.
not.
We could get a gift and then we can ask the stone. Maybe.
Yeah. Have we got everything that we need? Yeah.
But haven't we done the charges today?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but later.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get the gift and then maybe have a nap and then.
Before we head off tomorrow.
Damn.
Are we going to get a queen to give us a gift? We got to give them a gift. What do drag queens want?
Makeup's really expensive.
Makeup is really expensive. Can we make makeup?
Surely.
Is there? Wait.
Like,
Oh, is
what
there
can we
like
craft the
a-
queens?
Or is there like an amazing makeup place in town?
Yeah, but we've got hardly any money.
I just thought of a really disgusting idea.
Yes.
we could shave the Drow's hair
Make a wig?
and make a wig.
Yeah, okay, let's do it.
We should at least judge the Drow's hair, make sure that it's worthy.
Yeah. All
worthy
right.
of a queen.
All right, let's go back to Troll Skull and see what the Drow's hair's like to see if we can make a wig out of it for a gift for a queen so that they give us the gift in return.
I love this.
All right, you head back to Troll Skull Manor and you go back down into the cellar and all you find is a pool of blood.
I knew it. I knew it.
What?
Are they gone?
I knew it. They're gone. They're gone.
both
They got
gone.
away. They got away.
Is
That's Stumpy one.
Stumpy.
His name's Stumpy now.
Is there blood?
There's blood
Showing
everywhere.
where
There's
Stumpy
a pool of blood.
Is there a
Yeah.
trail?
There's a pool of blood heading out the cellar door that leads out into the street.
Cool. Do we need to get the bioluminescent spray out, or
Yeah, can
are we
use
going to be
our
able to
spidey sensors to kind of
follow the blood?
decipher where they went?
Oh, there's blood out in the alleyway, and after that, it's gone. It's you have no idea how long they've been gone for, which direction they went.
I mean, we could ask the stone, but we've used up 3, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've used up
Yeah.
3. That's right.
I don't
And
even
I
think the
mean,
stone would
we
work.
already have his arm, so
Yeah.
fine. I
I just wanted to torture them more, really.
True.
I'm glad they're gone.
I should have
bad
made.
vibes. I'm not a fan of having prisoners like in the manor. Like, I don't like that. That's not fun for me.
I know people come here
Upsetting.
to eat and have a good time. You've got people locked up in the cellar
Exactly.
downstairs. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what you
exactly.
gotta do.
You got to do
Speaking
what
of-
you got to do.
They were being cheeky. We had to do it.
They want to
100%.
come into our pub and disrespect me.
Actually, we brought them here.
Yeah,
You
We
did
keep
drag them
them
there.
this.
You did drag them
We
there.
did
Fair and
this.
square. Fair and square.
Still,
I
So
didn't
yes.
ask to be there.
So you're going to wait now until nighttime and then go and find a drag club
Yeah.
down the dockwater.
But
All right.
Oh, but we still need
Yeah.
a gift. We still need to figure out the gift.
Oh yeah,
you
we
need a
need to give
gift
them something.
From a queen. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
We do,
but
but to get a gift, we kind of got to give them.
Yeah.
Let's cook up some chicken chips,
of course.
chicken salt chips. Let's cook up some batches
All right.
and wrap them up in some butcher's paper and head on down. And
Mhm.
we're gonna feed the queens.
Extra
Okay.
crispy, extra salty.
Yep.
All right. You cook up a bunch of extra salty, extra crispy chicken salt chips, and you head down to the dockwater and you start asking around. Make investigation check for me, everyone, please.
How do we think my investigation's gonna be?
Not good. Oh, it's
bad.
the best.
Not bad. Not bad.
ooh,
Best.
It doesn't
Okay.
take long to find out the best location that you will find the type of individual that you're looking for, and you get pointed to I guess what looks like a bit like a dive bar from the outside, but when you get inside, it's actually quite it's quite atmospheric. It's a little bit like mood lighting, dark, smoky. There's a lot of people smoking in here. There's not a lot of light on the tables, but there's very bright light on the stage. And at that point in time on the stage, there is a man. It's actually a male tiefling who is up there dancing around a pole. Not completely naked, but mostly naked. And is contorting, and there's a solo violinist off to the side of the stage in the dark playing a tune. As this guy's always, it reminds you very much almost like a gymnast in the way that they're moving around this pole, up and down, around on the floor, twisting, holding on with their legs, going out horizontal. It's almost like a carnival act, you would say, but inside this quite discreet venue in the dock ward. You grab yourselves a drink and you sit down, and you just take in that sight as that tiefling male finishes up their act. Another person comes out a little bit later after there's a bit of a break and there's a bit of a setup and a removal of things on the stage. And this time it is a halfling woman who is doing a kind of trapeze act, but at the same time there's like a tub of water at the bottom. And what she does is as she swings in on this different types, like a rope is one, and then there's a normal type of trapeze thing, she'll hit the water and flick it out into the crowd, to gasps and laughs, and you know, it goes on for maybe another 10 minutes or so. Again, very acrobatic, and almost graceful, very, you know, in its subtlety of movement and play, I guess, with the crowd. And then eventually it comes to a later part after that act of the night where there is almost like a fashion parade, I guess you'd say. The curtains open up behind the stage and it goes back a little bit further into the building than what you could see before. And you have all different types of people coming out in what's almost like a celebration of the night. So you have the male tiefling come back out wearing this type of very elegant robe with like a high collar, super high collar, like this kind of like up above their head type of thing. It's sparkly sequins, red with yellow stripes. It's really like stands out. You see the halfling woman come back out as well. This time just wearing like a one-piece swimsuit instead of the swimsuit she had on before, and this time it's got like same thing. It's got like frills on the side, or like, you know, tassels almost off the arm. It's definitely a swimsuit, but it's more of a fashion swimsuit than it would be something that was practical. And a whole bunch of other people coming out. You see dwarves. You don't know anything about what they did. You weren't here at the time. You see a very regal looking man with a twirly mustache and a top hat come out, instantly stereotyping them as some type of magician, but you again have no idea what they were there for. And it's eventually you see them as these people coming out, standing on the stage and bowing. There's a lady who comes out and is very eclectic makeup and hair. And a very interesting part about their getup is that the makeup and their hair changes color all the time. So as they are bowing and waving, you see that the eyeshadow, the lipstick, the color of their hair is constantly changing, not randomly, but like into different patterns that match. They all complement each other. And wearing this very sparkly rainbow skirt, incredibly high platform shoes, and a big smile, and it's just waving to everyone in the crowd. That's the only person that you see that would potentially look like the drag queen that you were told can be seen at this venue.
Awesome. Well, we're obviously cheering extremely loudly and like, woo! Like, yeah, that was awesome. Thank you. Also, the fact that you didn't know that we were doing this at all, so you've just had to invent an entire show off the cuff. I appreciate you. That was great.
The color, like the changing hair and makeup, like I've never
cool. That was
thought
cool.
of that before. That's amazing. That's so cool.
That's lovely. That's really cool. Really cool. I'd like to approach the stage and just say, hey everyone, thanks for a really good show. We've decided to bring you down some
Wait, are you on stage?
No. I'm approaching the stage, so I'm like below them, like looking up, like as they're there.
Okay.
So I'm like down here.
After they
Being
do
like,
their little
"Hello."
stage thing, they all do start to walk off and mingle with the crowd and go
Oh,
get drinks and
nice.
things as well.
Oh,
So as they're
okay.
starting to
All
walk
right.
off, you walk up to approach them, and you're not the only
Yeah.
person. There are people there offering roses and
Oh,
you know, like letters, and there's a whole fan base here that is, you know,
oh,
you're not the only person walking up. So it's
Oh, wow.
they very
Okay.
graciously take these gifts, but you're obviously going for that one person at the end, right?
yeah. So we
Oh.
go for the drag queen and I'm like, hello, we've bought you some chicken salt chippies. Thank you for such a wonderful show.
Oh, thank you. That's so lovely of you. And she takes the chicken salt chips and has a look at them and casts a spell. You can tell Antara that she casts a spell. And she's like, and takes one and eats it. And says, oh, they're absolutely delicious. Did you make these?
I did. Thank you so much. We've actually got a tavern. We've got Troll Skull Manor, and we do some ales and some wine, and we do some like afternoon tea, if you like that as well. And we do the chippies there, and you're welcome anytime.
I've heard of the Troll Skull Manor. I remember it was actually quite run down for quite a long time.
Wait.
You are the new owners.
Are you talking
We
to
are.
the hostess with the changing color, hair color?
Yes.
Talking to the drag
Yeah.
queen.
Okay, can I, while you're talking, because I just remembered I need to attune to the tattoo gun. Can
Yes.
It's a bit hot in here, so I'll take my shirt off, and just on my chest, I'll tattoo. Can I try and tattoo hair that changes color also? Is that possible?
Hair, did you say?
Yeah.
You
What's
Like ink.
tattoo hair that changes color?
you want
Yeah.
ink that changes color?
Yeah.
I can use like a little spell, like a little cantrip
Ooh.
to make it do that, couldn't I?
Yeah, I'm going to say that, Morn, you're not able to. Is the power of that tattoo is tied to in the tattoo itself. So
Oh,
to
right.
do so,
Okay.
you would need to find a magical tattooist.
But I could use minor illusion.
You
Make
could
it
do
look like you
minor
have one.
illusion that would create swirling color over the top to give the impression that it's changing color. Yes,
Ah.
but it
Do you want me to do
itself
that?
would not be changing color.
Yeah. Let's
Do
do
you want me to
that.
give that a go?
Yeah. So I'll do the tattoo over my pec because this hair has just amazed me so much. I'll tattoo the hostess and the hair and then say, and
Do you want a tattoo of the hostess?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you take the needle, you're going to sit down, you're going to attune to it here in this club, this bar.
Yeah.
You put the needle on your skin, and I will allow you to choose the shape that tattoo takes. And because of the size of the tattoo,
Oh.
it will actually cover up most of your torso in that regard. So what you've now got is the picture of this hostess's face and the hair coming down the side of your body and curling around back up onto the front of your torso.
Oh, cool.
And it itself is there looking like that. And then at a later point, because it will take you some time, and Tara will come over and minor illusion that
Yeah.
at
Alright.
that
Sweet.
night to make it look kind of like it's constantly changing color. While you're doing that, though, someone walks past you and is like, "Ooh, tattoo man," and just like goes to put out a fist bump.
No, I go for a handshake.
You're so awkward. I love it.
And they do that. They're like,
Yeah, thank you.
"All right, back to you, Antara. Back to you, Antara."
All right. Okay. So yeah. I've given her the chippies and so yeah. So Troll Skull, it was really run down, and then we took it over, and we've been doing lots of work to it, and it's looking really good now. So you should come over.
I would love to do that, dear. That would be fantastic. Oh, these chips are delicious too. It'd be an absolute joy to visit and have some more. May I ask you, dear, what is your name?
Yes. Oh, my name's Antara.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Antara. My name is Miscellany.
Oh, Miss Elaney, it's lovely to meet you. Will you and any of the performers are always welcome over any time? I know that
maybe we
you
could
can be
have a
hungry
night.
after a show, so or maybe you could even come and use Troll Skull Manor to put on a
Yeah.
performance one
We could
night.
do a
That would be
show
fun
there.
too.
Oh, that sounds absolutely wonderful. We'd have to talk to the group, and I'd have to square it with the owner of the venue here. But certain that we could bring our lively act to the North Ward. Be unusual for that area, but it's time for them to experience some culture.
It's what they need.
That's it. Open some minds. I think it'll be
Some minds.
nice.
Indeed, yeah. And Tara, dear, please come sit with me. Sit with me. I'm going to get
Okay.
a gin and tonic at the bar. Would you like something to drink?
Oh, just some water is fine, thank you. Sparkling water, spicy water.
No problems. She puts the chips down on the bar, and she's like, says to a couple of people behind the bar, try these. These are absolutely delicious. And they're like, oh, okay. And they come on, oh, they like really love them, And she's like, gin and tonic, please, and just sparkling water for my new friend here.
The gift.
Oh, dear.
This is the gift.
This is your first time that you've been here. Is this correct?
Yeah, I've never been here before. We heard that there were some fun shows down here, so we thought we'd come down and see what happens. And I'm so glad. Like, this is so nice. I've been a bit bored. We just kind of go home and go to sleep.
Oh.
It's nice to come here and have some entertainment.
That's what we're here to do, dear. We to entertain. That's our I guess our job, but it's also our passion. So we put our heart and our soul into it, and that's. I'm glad that it made you feel happy tonight and brought you some joy.
Oh,
That's
it
all
really
about.
did. It really did. Thank you so much. It's been really
No
lovely talking to you.
You too, dear. You too. Are you staying around much tonight, or are you going to come back another day, or?
I think we'll definitely come back another day. That's definitely sure. But yeah, we'll probably have to go home soon and get some sleep because we've got a big day tomorrow.
Yes. Always a busy day in Waterdeep. Always something to do.
Yeah, there is. What do you do when you're not working?
I'm always working.
Oh,
I'm either here working at night or here working during the day, making sure that all of the performers are looked after, that they are paid equitably, that we have everything that we need to perform the job. Whether it's maybe we're out letting people know where we are and to come on down, or changing people's minds. There's always something to do.
do you teach people how to use that pole?
Oh, I don't. Oh, isn't it amazing? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I want to know how to
Oh,
do that.
I
That
cannot
looks
do
like
that.
fun.
I cannot do that. But Reginald is very good at what he does, and took many years of practice, and definitely wows the crowd.
Do you think
Too bad
Reginald
on
would
the
mind
eye
if
there,
I?
is he either? Not too
No,
bad
it's
on the eye
great.
there.
It's great. Do you think he'd mind if I had a go?
Oh, I think we could arrange for you to have a go at some point in private, not on stage right now. We've
No,
taken it all
no,
down.
not in
but-
front of everyone. No,
Oh,
no.
in private, absolutely, absolutely.
That'd be great. So I might come by during the day sometime when you don't have lots of people in here, and maybe I can talk to Reginald and have a go.
Sounds like a great idea.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Have a
Right.
lovely night.
You too, Antara. It's been a pleasure meeting you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Are you walking
I'm grabbing
off
grabbing my sparkling water and walking away back to you guys.
Yes.
It's free.
Well played.
I have a glass of sparkling water,
But
And
then
you
we
made a new
gotta.
friend.
But I think the gift is just the water because the glass belongs to the bar and I don't want to steal it.
Oh. Maybe
I'll-
give it to
I'll-
me.
Do we
I'll
have a
ask-
jar? Does anyone have a jar?
Did you put the hand in the jar?
We did put the
What?
hand in the jar.
But if we put the water in, would it still?
I'm going to ask the bartender. It's okay. I'm going to
Pretty
ask the
gross, to
bartender.
be honest.
I'm
isn't it?
gonna go up to the bartender. I'm gonna say to whoever's behind the bar, say, "Hi, sorry, I have this drink, but I need to go, but I still want to drink it. Do you have a jar or something that I could put it in to take with me? Because I don't want to take your glass."
Bartender looks at you and says, hang on a second. He goes under the bar and he pulls out this like kind of a wooden box without a lid on top, puts it on top of the
What?
bar, and written on the side says lost and found. And he starts rummaging through that, and he's like, and he pulls out a little stuffed toy. He pulls out a dagger. He pulls out a couple of potions that still haven't been used. And he's like, this will do. And he grabs like a leather water skin that's empty, and he
yay.
hands it. Well, no one's claimed this in a long time, so you can have that.
Oh, thank you so much.
Can I
Thank you.
try and claim all of the other stuff?
No, stop it.
That's going a bit too far, buddy. I mean, the
Oh,
potions.
there's
Someone
my
clearly owns
potion.
them.
I was walking up the stairs.
So thank you
and
so
my
much for
potion-
thank you so much for the skin. Thank you so much for the skin. I'm just gonna like walk away and pour the sparkling water into the
Very
skin and put the
carefully.
glass
Okay.
back on the bar and
Okay.
then be like, thank you so much.
Okay. No problems.
It's 3.
Dinner. We should go sleep.
Well, I mean, we don't know if this at all qualifies. Like some sparkling water poured into a skin from a
They was-
drag queen.
They were definitely queen. Like they were like looking after everyone else. They
Like
were
define
like
queen. Like, do we
calling the
really?
shots.
Do we really have to go with the traditional monarch version of queen here?
Okay.
Like, I think
Another
that's
thing.
it just feels wrong.
Did lady did she ever give us anything?
Who? Oh,
Don't
Layrell.
remember.
Layrell, yeah.
Layrell never gave you anything.
What?
That
Is she?
you're
She
aware
gave
of.
us
she's
money,
a-
right? She gave us I feel like she gave us money at one point.
Is she?
Oh no, I think we spent it.
I'm still here. I'm just looking at a book.
I
Okay.
mean, so the
I was just
ghost
thinking maybe we could have
tattoo.
a backup.
gives me the ability to move through a solid object as a difficult terrain. So
Yeah.
Oh no, it
That's
needs to
correct.
be a gift. I cannot
Oh, right.
steal it.
Yeah, no, that's not.
No, it has to be a gift. Correct. Okay, so you're back at Troll Skull and you're having a sleep. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, gonna have sleep.
Do we know
Okay.
where the windmill is? Like, do we know how far away we
Nah.
are from this place?
No idea.
Okay, we've got lots of questions.
There's
for
there's
this.
probably like 50
But we can
windmills
ask
in
the
this
stone
place.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
We could be like, "Where is the windmill? How do we find the windmill?"
Absolutely.
You know, we just need to make sure that we don't make it upset.
Absolutely.
Appease the stone.
He's the stone. I just need to. My dog is being. She's just
Oh,
Puppy.
being.
Okay.
what was the windmill? What?
That's where the dragon cave
Under the
is.
windmill.
Right.
Under the windmill is where the. Yeah.
Yeah, under the windmill is where it is. What you were told.
And
Yeah.
none of us are royal, are we?
Not that.
Oh. No. My family's rich though. I didn't tell you guys that.
Maybe I'm like a rich person's bastard or something. a royal person's bastard that they abandoned.
It's like
Jeez.
the plot
Okay.
of every Disney movie. It's like-
Maybe I'm a Disney princess.
Did you know? Maybe you're a Disney princess.
Um,
Just all my problems are over.
yes.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
Okay.
gosh.
All right. Okay. So you rest for a night,
Yep.
and you wake up in the morning with your 3 potential keys.
Yes.
We've definitely got 2 of them. So
Do you get 3 charges back?
Yeah, we'll just go with 3 charges. It's normally 1d3, but we'll just go with 3 per day. It's just easier. Okay.
All right.
What would you like to do?
Good morning, everyone. I am making breakfast. What do you guys want?
Onion sandwich.
Onion
Onion
sandwich.
sandwich. Okay. Morn, do you want brekkie?
Eggs, bacon, tomato, mushroom, avocado, sausage,
Yeah.
coffee.
Yeah. How do you want
Also-
your eggs?
Scrambled.
All right.
Also, don't cook the onion. Don't even chop it. Just put it on there.
Just a whole onion.
Just chuck it on there.
Do you want it peeled?
No.
You're just going to bite into an onion like it's an apple.
It's a sandwich.
I was
Oh,
gonna say, this
that
is-
makes
this
it
is-
better.
this is- we are definitely not going to go down the Tony Abbott route
On a
here, because I
sandwich.
will definitely get you speared.
I'm civilized, unlike that lizard person. Okay? I use bread.
Oh, okay.
All right. I've made everyone brekkie, and I'm going to ask the stone how to find the windmill. So,
Okay.
hello, good morning, Stone of Galore. It's really nice to talk to you again today. Thank you for your help yesterday. Where can we find the windmill that we need to find to go under to use the keys to find the Vault of Dragons?
Look for the building with the windmill on it.
We just asked how do we find the windmill?
Oh, I
Bruh.
mean, he told you where it is, Antara.
No, I need to be more specific. Oh, do I use another question to ask more specifically?
Ask, yeah,
Hey,
like
hey.
near landmarks or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to ask. I feel like everything's gonna be a trick.
Yeah. Maybe like what I'm saying, like what is it near?
Yeah. What? Hello,
the
Stone.
windmill. What is the windmill near?
Yes.
It doesn't say that it's near a freaking windmill again.
Yeah. Hello, Stone of Galore. I'm wondering where the building with the windmill on it is. Like, what's it near? What is it? What's near it, so that we know where to go?
It's near the sea.
Okay, that
You are starting to worry me about how much knowledge you actually have. Maybe this arrangement is not beneficial to me.
Do you want some more knowledge?
All the knowledge, Tara.
Oh, okay, yeah, of course. Hey guys, do you have any knowledge for the stone that you'd like to share?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Do you want
Yes.
knowledge on the gangs of the underworld?
Stone, do you want knowledge about the gangs of the underworld?
Do you want?
I know the underworld gangs.
Do you
They're
want
much
the
of the
names?
Underdark.
Do you want the names of NBA players from the 90s?
It's an NBA.
Let's go. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go.
We're done. We're done here.
Go, go. Tell the stone everything. Tell the stone about NBA.
Wow, Stone, take a seat. Oh, wait, you're Stone. The NBA is the national. And Dara's just pulled out this Lakers hat out of nowhere.
You were prepared.
Sitting right there. I didn't know.
No, none of us knew.
Are we making the Lakers canon now, are we? What are we calling them? The
Yeah.
Waterdeep Lakers?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the Waterdeep Lakers. Hang on, I'm going to layer.
Like,
All right, we're good.
I love it. The Lakers are canon now. That's
The
cool.
Lakers are canon in the...
I'll just start rattling off every NBA player I know from the 90s.
And also
including their
explain what the
feuds
NBA
and
is.
what the NBA is, the whole structure from going from a local league to the NBA, all of the local leagues around the world.
The stone, after
just
you go
hoping
through
the
all this
stone's like,
information,
oh.
the Stone of Galore is like, interesting. Not my regular type of knowledge, not knowledge for a god.
Well,
But
I mean,
interesting.
it's still knowledge, right?
Yeah, it is.
Plus minus stats definitely is algorithmic and complex. But it doesn't tell more, and it tells you, Antara, in which you're like very
Okay.
sporty, so you understand what the plus minus stats are, and
Yeah.
and it's kind of satiated a little bit for the moment.
okay, maybe we should not ask it any questions for a bit. It seems a bit on edge.
We've just got to be prepared to give it facts.
Give and take, yeah, give and take. Good
Yeah,
point.
yeah. We've just got to. I might start making a list of stuff
Yeah.
Antara knows about that, and everyone can, so that the stone doesn't feel like we're using it. You know.
Actually, while I was giving all of this very, very useful, God-worthy facts, I was making a small breakfast plate for both Bidger and Billy to.
Oh, that's
Oh,
beautiful.
very nice.
I couldn't care less if I impress any of you, but that damn cockatoo is like, I'm like, we will be friends.
We
one day.
stand.
Yeah, I feel that. I
We
understand
stand,
that
Billy.
need.
Okay, so I'm just like, you know that picture from, I think it's like Always Sunny in Philadelphia or something, where he's got like all the connections on the map. Yeah,
Yes.
so I'm having one of those moments. So the windmill was near the water.
Yes.
The drows also went into the water.
Yes.
Oh.
Could they have gone in the direction of the windmill, maybe?
I feel like if you had the stone and you knew, oh no, maybe the stone told them already.
Maybe,
Were they attuned to the stone?
but they still wanted the stone.
Yeah, they still wanted the stone.
So they must still have use for it. But it is just a powerful stone. Maybe they know where the windmill is. They just want it for keepsies.
But the stone said that everyone wants it because it knows where the dragon bolt is.
So should we start walking to
The sea.
sea to docks, maybe.
Let's just start asking people where a windmill is.
I'm a bit worried about Lady Laurel or whatever her name is. I'm sorry, I don't have it. I never say it.
If you remember, so I've got you all on a really weird sort of page in Roll20 because I forgot to update that. I'm sorry. We were on Trollskull Manor. For everyone watching the stream.
Okay.
I move you back to the map of Waterdeep
Oh,
now.
yeah. Because I was like, wasn't it?
That makes better.
shot?
more sense.
Yeah.
Right,
I
so
move
this
you
is
back to the map of
Seaward.
Waterdeep
Sure.
for everyone else's benefit as well.
Let's
So
just
you've
go
got the
for
map
a walk
there.
along the water.
Yeah. Let's go for a
Let's go for a
stroll.
walk along. Look, go for a walk along the beach. See if we can see any buildings with windmills on them.
Okay.
True. Do we have any optical devices that will aid in looking further away?
Hmm.
No, not on your person. You don't.
Okay.
I don't think so. I don't have anything. I don't have anything that makes seeing easier. I don't think.
That's what I'm trying to. How's Billy going? Is
Billy's-
feeling like
Billy's fine. Billy's fine. Billy's having a nibble on the food there.
can I try and be friends with him now?
Make an animal handling check.
This is all part of my. And you guys. Ah, damn it.
Oh.
No. As you go to reach in to give Billy a pat, bite you on the finger.
Ah, yeah. That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, maybe we'll just go for a walk along the beach.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's go for a walk along the beach.
So we're there.
We should plan to go out for like a mish though, like the whole coast.
Yeah. Yeah. Like a
The whole
multi-day
coast.
camping trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, let's prepare. All right.
So it's not outside of Waterdeep, so it's not like a multi-day thing.
Oh.
And you're like, calm down, everyone.
I'm not putting together anything outside the town.
Rick and Salt Baes have decided to go for a hike.
Yeah, for a multi-day
A
hike.
singular day hike.
We're going for a singular day hike. Okay,
So
so
as
should
you-
we
as you-
start? Yeah.
As you head out of Trollskull, and you head down towards the ocean, I guess where the ocean meets Waterdeep. Now, in that regard, Waterdeep is quite well protected by walls to stop, obviously, fleet invasion and attacks from pirates and things like that. There are a number of areas that you can get onto. I guess you'd call it the beach or the mud outside of Waterdeep, and the closest route for you to do that is the Western Gate.
Okay.
So to head to the Western Gate is the best place, and you ask around on the way there about a windmill. A lot of people look at you kind of weird, like, there's no windmills in Waterdeep. What are you talking about? And so you just keep walking along, casually asking people. Make an investigation check for me, please.
Okay.
All of us?
Let's see how this goes.
Yeah, all of you.
I want you to give
Oh,
me an
God.
acrobatics or an intimidation or.
There's been a lot of natural ones today.
Oh, I got us. I got us.
Oh,
Natural 20.
Shadows.
Ooze. Okay, so
Thank God.
Morn and Antara, no one's vibing you at all as you're walking down the street when they want to talk to you. Most people are just like, wait. But see, Shoelace has got that rogue finesse, that sneaky rogue finesse, where it's not necessarily about asking just anyone; it's about asking the right person. As you get closer and closer towards the western gate, there's a few shady individuals around that Shoelace you're able to go up and ask in the shadows and say, you know, I'm looking for an old windmill, but they don't really know. Using your thieves' cant to be able to converse in a language that is a little bit less out there, they point you in the direction of an old neighborhood. And they only point you in that direction because there is a very old priest there. Well, not really a priest. I guess you would say they are a...
Cult leader?
Give me a second. And then they kind of work at well, I guess they're a priest, but they more so work at a hospice. So close to a priest and a healer, so to speak. But there's an old healer who lives in this specific neighborhood in the Sea Ward, who has been around for a long time and helped a lot of these people when they've been injured, and said that they have a lot of knowledge, so they might be the right people to talk to.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So,
I thank them.
Yeah, and you know, they're gracious. They're happy to help another, you know, a fellow rogue. And it's a fairly old section of Waterdeep that you're in. It's certainly not the dodgiest of places. So here you've got a bit of community vibe, which is why those people on the street are happy to help, because, you know, a fellow rogue in this area. They don't want to draw any unwanted attention to what they're doing here. And they're happy for you to move along if that just means giving up a piece of information that for them is irrelevant for them. They don't know what it means. They don't care. But you walk into this old neighborhood, and there are houses all around. They look residential. Some of them have been repaired, and you can tell they've been repaired because the stones are different. You've got the old stones at the bottom, and you kind of got newer stones at the top, where you know this indicates that they've not necessarily built them up, but they've had to replace these stones because of how old these buildings are. There is a few people out and about in the street, and at the point of the street where it forks off into two. So if you're walking down the street in this neighborhood, it forks off left and right. The house right in the middle, kind of like the Flatiron in New York, if you know what I'm talking about. That house right in the middle of those two streets that fork off, there's a old crumbling stone building that stands out because it has not been repaired. So everything else around is repaired. That one itself has not been repaired at all. And it looks like it is a very large building, but it doesn't have a windmill on it. But it's a very large building that just hasn't been repaired.
Do we knock?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
You walk up and knock on the door. There is no answer.
I just sing out, hello? Anyone here?
You sing out, you walk around to the windows, they're all curtains drawn. You can't see inside, there's no response.
Okay.
As if there's no one there.
Maybe I lockpick the door. If it needs it.
You can attempt to lockpick the door in the middle of the day.
Well, I'll try and open it first. If it doesn't open,
It's
maybe...
definitely locked.
Okay. Well, yes, I think it might be time for some break and entering.
Okay. You can attempt to lockpick the door. Make a stealth check for me, considering that it's the middle of the day. And a very visible building.
Whereabouts is it, Army?
It's in the Sea Ward.
Okay, right.
I am. So
Not that stealthy. Not that stealthy,
it's
but
not super stealth.
go ahead.
I did. It wasn't.
Make a
very
lockpicking check.
good. A lockpicking check. I don't know how to do that one.
Is a thieves' tools.
Oh, sure.
Might be. Oh, it's like a dexterity save. Add your proficiency bonus to it. Not dexterity save. Dexterity check. Add your proficiency bonus.
Who?
What in this room now?
Yep. Use as a resource. Why letting me click it?
Just do dexterity and add your proficiency on top.
Sure.
Proficiency bonus will be an extra 2. As you start to pick the lock, it doesn't budge. An old stone lock, an old lock in a stone door, I should say, is very tricky to get open. Sometimes they're not as easy as the newer locks, which are quite easy to pick. This one, you sit at the door trying to pick it for a while, and then you see an old saurial man come out of a house next door. You know what a saurial is? If you've never seen one before, you're going to take a look over at them and you're going to think that a walking pterodactyl is about to come over to you. This man walks over with a cane and he's got like a long kind of white beard and he's got these wrinkles on his skin, but he's got like a little bit of a longer snout, right? He's kind of like a bit of a dinosaur. And he walks over and he's like, "How you doing?"
Hi. Don't laugh at him.
Not there yet.
What's so funny? Trying to pick the lock, are you?
Well, we're just looking for the person that lives here. We're worried about them.
We're
Holds up the cane in your faces. Can't fool me. I was watching you from the window with my one good eye.
Yeah, so you would have seen us knock and yell out and...
I saw you picking the lock. Want me to call the popo?
Well, we're actually with the popo. We're the good guys.
That was your badge.
Well, we're like community popo. We're like kind of undercover, you know?
Yes, I've been around a lot longer than you. You can't fool me. What do you want?
Well, that's
Who are
actually
you?
why we're here, because you are a lot wiser than us. We're just silly youngins, and we've come to ask for your help.
Make a deception check with advantage because you called this individual wise.
Yes.
Oh, he succumbs to flattery.
oh yes.
Did you get the information from the old wise Angar, hey? It's been a while. It's good to see that people still think of me as wise. Come. Sit down. You see over in the front of his house, he's got like a little round table with 2 chairs. One chair heavily worn and the other one looks brand new.
I'll take the new one.
The new one looks like no one's ever really sat in it. The old one looks like he sits in it all the time.
Or do we like stack on the new one? Like Morn first, then Antara, then me.
Just one person can sit down.
Actually, while you're doing that, can I try and walk through the door?
Okay, make a stealth check for me to see if you can walk through the door. Oh, as Angar turns around with Antara and Shoelace, you invoke the power of your tattoo, and what does it actually do again? I did read this earlier, but I'm gonna have a look now.
I can walk through.
And for
a
everyone on the
solid
stream, so you have the Ghost Step tattoo, which you're now attuned to, and it allows you to ghostly form 3 charges, and it regains all expended charges at dawn as a bonus action. While the tattoo is on your skin, you can expend one of the tattoo's charges to become incorporeal until the end of your next turn. For the duration, you gain the following benefits, which allows you to walk through solid objects. So you walk into the house, Morn.
Very cool.
As Angar sits down, he turns to you and says, "Oh, where did your friend go? The big one. With the sword in his gut. Very interesting, that one.
Oh, he's around.
Just around?
He's incorporeal. He's floating somewhere.
He's not a ghost, is he?
No, he's got like this special tattoo that makes him really cool, and
Yes, I've heard of them. Yes, very wise I am. I know all about them good tattoos. Yes.
We only found out about it recently, so
it's because you're young and not wise, see?
you got us. You got us.
And he takes out, like, he reaches down into like a little picnic basket that's next to the table that he's brought out with him, and he pulls up like a bottle of port and a couple of glasses. He comes prepared, and a bit of stale bread. It's not very fresh bread, and he puts it out for you to eat. Pours you a little bit of port and gets in there.
Yes. Oh, this is
and so you're
lovely.
sitting down with Angar. Morn, what are you doing?
What? So I'm through the door. What can I see? What's
all right? You go incorporeal and you come in through the door. Okay, so at the entry point where you are, you have inside is stone walls. The ceilings are about 15 foot high. The doorways themselves are about 7 foot high. All the doors around you appear to be wooden, and they are closed. There's no light. It's dark inside. But what you do see is all of the walls are covered in graffiti. There is a stone staircase to your left. There is a door right in front of you, and there is a door to your right.
Ooh. Okay. There's a door right in front of me. I'll go up the stairs.
You're going to go up the stairs? All right. You take a left and you start to walk through the hallway, and you start to walk up the stairs. You're just walking?
Yep.
All right. As you walk up the stairs, you make a perception check for me. Okay. You can hear, as you start to walk up the stairs, someone muttering to themselves somewhere at the top of the stairs. You don't know where, but from up above, you hear someone muttering to themselves.
I'll above me, do you mean? Like a second level? Or
on the second level. As you're also walking up the stairs, you notice that there are lots and lots of paintings along the stairs of different types of creatures and sceneries.
I'll send Bidger towards the sound.
Okay.
And then report back.
Okay, Bidger goes up the stairs. You halt on the middle of the stairwell, and Bidger goes up the stairs and comes back and reports that there is a person up there painting.
Nice.
The doors downstairs, is there like a I'm trying to find like if there's an exit to save both Antara and Shoelace from what I assume is this endless storyteller.
Well, downstairs there was the door that you walked through, and there was just doors inside, but it was completely dark. So the door that you walked through was locked.
I'll try and because I need to communicate to them to try and divert his attention somewhere else.
Okay.
Can I try and, because I have a stone key that I found in, where were we? I think we
maybe
were,
that house?
yeah.
The bloody house?
Can I try that?
You can try it. That stone key doesn't unlock the door, though. It's a very old-looking iron lock inside the stone door.
I can't pick it. Does it? Okay, I'll head back up to the guy painting very carefully. I'll send Bidger, look around the room for a key.
Okay, make a stealth check for me if you're going to do it carefully. You clomp up the stairs. As you clomp up the stairs, you realise that this place is not being looked after at all. It's messy. You actually, as you're walking up, you step on a paintbrush, and it rolls under your foot, and you fall down. And you hear the muttering at the top of the stairs, "Stop."
Oh.
What do you want to do?
Goddamn. Well, I can't hide because I'm a friggin' 9 foot tall.
You're not gonna
Well, you
hide.
technically have 3 charges to go incorporeal, plus there's other benefits of Ghost Step, but so you can you can't be grappled. You can move through creatures and solid objects for 6 seconds.
Run.
Can I run? I'll go through the door straight in front of me.
You're going to go through the door straight at the top of the stairs. There is no door straight in front of you. It opens up. You actually even haven't been up the top of the stairs. Oh, downstairs?
Yeah.
So you're going to run downstairs. You run down the stairs, and actually the door in front of you, in front of you, there is actually not even locked. It's unlocked. You run down. You open the door, and you close the door. And what you hear is footsteps coming down the stairs as you are standing in this room. You're now in a room that is full of piled garbage, full of it, and it reeks. It is like someone does not take out the trash; they just throw it into this room. And you hear, as you're like pressed up against like piles of rotting food and soiled clothes and all kinds of things, you hear someone walking and stopping outside the door.
What have you gotten yourself into, bro?
Oh my god.
Make a stealth check for me. More. You're unable to handle the smell in this room, and you make a retching sound like, and then at that instant of after, like with a very short time after you do that, you hear the footsteps run back upstairs.
Oh.
And as they run back upstairs, you hear a lady scream out, "Assassins! Assassins!"
Oh, shit.
No.
And that's where we'll end today's episode.
Oh.
We are in a pickle.
Oh,
It was going so well.
I mourn.
I think we're assassins.
Like we could be.
What? Can I just point out for a second, why did we have like the rogue put in the position of being charismatic and the giant undead person needing to be stealthy upstairs, and I'm just like hanging out? with charisma and
Funsies.
dexterity, just hanging.
I should have.
Kicks.
Wait,
Just not
Can I-
doing anything yet.
the tattoo gun, can I give anyone? Or does it stay
Ooh.
with me?
Yeah, technically yes. So what you can do is you can actually use, you can actually unattune from the tattoo, and if you have a needle, you can unattune from the tattoo. It'll put the tattoo onto the needle. When the person puts the needle on their skin, the needle disappears and it attunes to them. So you could technically, if you can find a magical tattooist who can provide you with an extra needle. So Morn, you're stuck inside this trash room basically. The person inside the house is you know, thinks you're an assassin. Shoelace and Antara, you are outside with Angar, the old wise Sorial, who is happy to have a good old yarn about how wise they are, unaware of what is going on inside at all.
Okay, that's good. That is good.
Oh,
Bless.
I
Bless
think,
the hard of hearing.
yeah, I can even maybe get the stone to listen in on everything the old dude's telling us. Might learn some
Oh
things.
yeah. Oh, that's so much
That's a
knowledge.
good idea.
So much
Yeah,
knowledge.
so much knowledge. Yeah,
So maybe, yeah.
maybe.
So that's where we'll end up today. It's well, we went a little bit longer because we started a little bit late, but yeah. Great game. I know it
That's
takes a
you,
little
Morn.
bit. It takes a little bit to get back into it. You know, at the start we were a
Yeah,
little
it
bit slow,
does,
but we got back into
yeah.
it really well. So
I think we
Yeah.
just forgot where we were up. Like, even though you
Yeah.
gave us refreshers, it was still hard to kind of
You're like,
You
wait, what was
integrate it
Yeah.
all. And
What did we do?
100.
Yeah.
100. Thank you everyone who hung out in the chat with us. It's great to see you again for 2022. Chicken Salt Baes, where the Baes are really on the path now. They're really deep into the story of the Stone of Galore and the Vault of Dragons and what's going on here. So
Yeah.
Zola's gonna come back and go, what? You've done what? Like
One steep in
good.
something. that's
We
for sure.
did good. I don't know
Yeah.
what Morn's off doing.
Hey,
what he's
look,
sniffing.
Morn chopped off an arm, don't forget. Like, you know.
He did.
Yeah.
I helped.
You did. You did.
You
But-
have helped a lot.
But
See?
fantastic work, everyone. And we'll be back next month with another episode. And yeah, hopefully Celeste's back with us then as well. So thank you all for tuning in. And we will catch you very soon.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Peace out,
Yellow.
everyone.
Bye. Thanks, everyone.
No words can never get this far, then post up, can never save your heart with most drugs.